Mr. Gibson, unfortunately we have time for only one more question.
Let's have another. Gee.
Do you want me to beg?
This guy right here.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
No pressure. No pressure.
So I'm wondering how you go about constructing spaces, that is sort of the physical details of your world. And in particular, I'm curious as to how, if at all, it's changed between this current trilogy and the trilogies before. I mean, you know, obviously there's this certain real world that you're drawing from with the new trilogies, which is quite a bit different from, say, the Sprawl trilogy. So do you use, you know, things like Google Maps or Google Street View to get a sense of place, or is it something more abstract than that?
Thank you.
Well, actually, Google and Google Street View have really changed something for the novelist, I think, because 20 years ago, you could write, you know, he was standing on a corner in Soho, and you could leave it at that. But if if you're working on your novel and you write that, then you kind of think, well, which one? And then if you choose one, well, either from memory or at random, you suddenly think, oh, I can see exactly what shops are on all those four corners. And even if I don't do that, and even if I carefully avoid mentioning what the shops are on the four corners where the man is standing, people will Google it and go to Google Street View and see what's there. So anything today that any writer mentions, particularly in a contemporary text set in the present moment, is inadvertently surrounded by an invisible cloud of hyperlinks that only require a few clicks on the computer, and I think very soon will only require a few clicks on any decent e-reader to get you to the Wikipedia entry on whatever has just been mentioned. And that's a change in the fundamental state of literature, I think. It changes the whole idea of exposition. Like each book is surrounded by an invisible, ever-present cloud of information. And pretty much for the last 3 books, I've been working within the awareness of that. And I can't really explain how it's different, but it's fundamentally different. And so thank you all for coming, and I will now sign books.